Hey, I just thought I'd share a quick thought today, um, which is the best way to get along in this world, as wacky as it seems to be getting. There's a philosophy that goes like, love thy neighbor and treat people the way you want to be treated. Um, Tell you what, man, when it comes to love, doesn't seem like there's much love in the air these days. So when you talk about treating people as you'd like to be treated, the best thing you can do for yourself and your fellow man is to mind your own business, do your best not to step on anybody's toes, and stay to yourself as much as you can. I mean, in this day and age, seems like that's really the best way to get along because people are walking around with their emotions and traumas on their backs these days. And if you think about what just happened in Milwaukee with another shooting, I think you might get my drift. And if you're really gonna be nice to somebody that's consistently around you, whether it be at work, in the neighborhood, wherever it is, see if you can detect somebody that seems pretty disturbed, emotionally disturbed. Stay away from them as much as you can, or her, but if you have to have any kind of encounters and dealings with that person, be nice to that person. Be nice and as cordial as you can to that person. Because it just might save your life one day if they ever decide to go off, like whoever did in Milwaukee, that shooting might save your life. But I tell you what, another thing is this, and the reason why I say not stepping on people's toes, minding your own business and staying to yourself, because people are liars, you know. They're liars. I mean, they hurt inside. They're suffering from a whole lot of pangs, mental pangs and emotional traumas from since the beginning of their very lives. They're suffering. And in this day and age, it's customary, even though you're hurting, to talk about I'm well, I'm good, when somebody asks you or asks, how you doing? They're conditioned to lie and say, oh, I'm doing good, I'm doing great, I'm blessed. And that's a problem when you don't feel that way inside. You know, contradict yourself. It's good to be honest. I mean, you don't want to talk to people in a negative way. You don't want to necessarily dump off all your problems on people when they ask you how you're doing, but you can formulate an answer that's realistic. Because think about it. The ancient Israelites, when they were oppressed by the Egyptians, they were made to be slaves and they were treated with all manner of cruelties. They didn't like it. And as a collective whole, they cried out to God. They're like, we don't like this. We don't want to be oppressed. This ain't cool, Lord. So it was when they came together on one accord and they were honest about their collective plight, God sent the deliverer. And you know the story when Moses came and delivered the Hebrew people. But even religion in this day and age is teaching to say you're well when you're really not. And I don't think that that's biblical. And this is a primary reason why the world is the way it is. So we got to get away from lying to ourselves. But in the meantime, mind your own business. Don't step on anybody's toes, and do your best to stay to yourself. Anyway, thank you for listening. God bless.